Hey guys, wait, don't use that. You're like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Okay, I know the answer to this question.
Oh, go on then, if you think you know.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Wales in Camp from sunny Johannesburg. I'm your host today, Gareth Anscombe, and my co-host is...
Alex Cuthbert.
This is episode 2. We hope it's better than episode 1. And if you haven't seen episode 1 and you want something to watch to fall asleep to, go onto YouTube and check it out. So Alex, you flew over with the team a few days ago. Can you tell everyone how the travel went and what you got up to?
Yeah, obviously it's a bit of a long flight. So I think we left around midday. I think the Vale. So we had a bit of a trip to Heathrow. Got to Heathrow. Went pretty smooth sailing straight through. Actually, obviously you hear about all the queues and whatnot in the airports, but we were lucky enough to get straight through into the lounge. Obviously, boys are making most of the free food in the lounge, especially the bigger boys.
Yeah, crucial.
So yeah, we had a couple of hours. It was delayed a little bit on the flight, and obviously then
a few games of cards along the way.
Yeah, there was a lot of games of cards. Won a few quid actually.
Yeah,
I did quite well. Yeah, on the old gin.
Who lost?
Me. I think Sanjay he lost a few quid.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was a good start to the tour. On the plane, obviously, looking to try and sleep as much as you can, but obviously, boys are quite excited about getting onto the flight. Business class, brand new plane. Yeah, boys are a bit buzzy. So a couple of hours, boys were just up and about, chatting about all sorts of things. Cards were flying around.
How do you find travelling business? You're obviously a tall man, Cuthy, 6'5", so
yeah.
That fits you in?
Yeah, I definitely make the most of the lying down situation in terms of pretty much having a bed, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
which is
nice.
quite handy.
Any movies?
Yeah, what did I watch? I was watching Lord of the Rings, actually.
Yeah, you do love Lord of the Rings, don't you?
Yeah,
Cuthy lived rent-free in my house for about 6 to 8 months.
Rent-free.
And he was constantly wanting to watch Lord of the Rings, always. There's a passion of yours, isn't it?
It's a great film, mate. Fair play. There'll be a few boys that back me up. So I just knew
Made
if
New
I
Zealand?
watched that... yeah. I knew if I watched that for a couple of hours, I might get some sleep.
Nice.
But yeah, I managed to get a bit of sleep. Obviously, boys were... slept as much as they could, I guess. And we landed about 8 in the morning, I think. So it's sort of like the battle then of trying to stay awake as long as you can the next day.
Can you tell everyone what you do for recovery? What the boys have been up to the last few days to just try to get over the travel lag, I suppose, not so much jet lag. What do you try and do just to get yourself moving again?
Well, to be fair, the S&C are pretty hot on that, so they've brought over some recovery pools, so sort of jacuzzis, hot and cold, which is quite handy. We went to the gym down the road. They put us up, so they had a pool there, stretch, we had a bit of a cycle. Just try and get the legs moving, really, just, because 12-hour flight does hit out of you a bit, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely.
So knowing that we had a bit of a session on the Saturday when we landed on the Friday, but got all that done. But obviously we were short of a man, so I don't know. Do you want to enlighten everyone why you didn't fly with us?
Yeah, so I've had a pretty crazy 24 hours, to be honest. So I obviously landed yesterday morning. So
you missed the flight. It was late.
I missed the flight. Yep. So. No, my wife was, we were expecting our second. It's obviously probably been a bit on social media the last few days, but I discussed with Wayne in camp beforehand about, just trying to come up with a few plans if my wife Melissa hadn't dropped, and I was lucky enough to get a few extra days to try and be around, and we did everything we can to try and bring on the baby, but nothing would work. So
didn't send her for a walk, just a couple of mile walk. That would have helped.
Yeah, we tried everything, mate, but didn't come. So anyway, we made the decision that I was flying out no matter what for Saturday, which meant I got here yesterday, which means I could train today. And I was literally landing in Johannesburg, just got internet back on my phone and woke up to all these texts from my wife, which was just going crazy, look, in labour at the hospital, things going okay. And next thing I know, as I was standing out of my seat to walk out of the plane, she FaceTimes me, and she's holding my boy, who's literally just come out. So obviously a bit devastating to miss the birth of your son, but the main thing is they're happy and healthy, and I kind of felt part of it because it only just happened. So obviously a little bit unlucky with timing, but also very lucky that I think when it really kicked off, we were wheels down in Joburg, so I kind of got to see the first FaceTime and He's doing well, Mum's doing really well, so really pleasing. And yeah, look, I think the house is going to be carnage for the next couple of weeks while we're away. But yeah, 2 kids now under 2, so she's got her work cut out. But looking forward to meeting them in a few weeks, so it gives me something to really look forward to. And yeah, can't wait.
It's quite funny. I probably knew before you, because I think you didn't have your phone on, obviously, during the flight, and I think Melitza was obviously messaging Sarah, my partner, and I think she sort of obviously said that, thinking that you had already known, but obviously you hadn't landed.
No, exactly. So
pretty crazy, really.
Yeah. So yeah, again, like I said, the main thing is they're happy and healthy. So yeah, just can't wait to meet the little guy in a few weeks, and hoping we get a few test wins here just to seal it off, really. So it'd be nice to try and celebrate that with a few beers somewhere down the road and in camp sometime after a win, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. So Cuth, day off yesterday, Sunday. Obviously I came in early morning. The entertainment committee organised a few events. Can you tell everyone what you got up to and yeah, what you did and what the events were and things like that? Just tell us about your day.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm on that committee, entertainment committee. So
you happy with the way it's going?
Yeah, I think boys were happy yesterday.
Good start.
Yeah, we had everyone bought in. I think we had a couple of rounds of golf sorted at Staines City. The staff sorted their own selves out at some top-notch golf course somewhere, you know.
Standard.
So they sorted themselves out. So yeah, a few boys had a bit of game of golf, just stretch the legs. I went and jumped on a bus to the Lion Park, which was pretty cool. Just a couple of hours, catch up with a couple of the lions. Obviously there's a few pictures going around. The boys trying to pretty much stroke the giraffe that was following us around. Nick Tompkins had a bit of a shock, actually, because we parked up and the giraffe was, was probably about 100 metres away.
Yeah.
The guy gets out the car, just leaves us in this trailer thing.
Was it caged?
Caged, yeah, caged animals in there. He got out, jumped out, and starts calling this giraffe over, and like, boys are what the hell? Opens the front door, Nick's at the front, like standing like that, and the giraffe just pops his head straight through. I've never seen anyone jump to the back of the bus as quickly as that, but fair play, he took it well. But it was quite cool just to see some of those animals up close, that we never really get a chance to see. And
what did you see?
So we saw about 4 sets of lions, like family lions, at pretty big enclosures.
Yep.
Saw the big giraffe, obviously, a couple of hyenas, leopards, and then we got to see the lions get fed actually at the end, which was pretty
decent.
cool.
It's not bad turnout then, really, because I've done a few of those, and sometimes you go there and you don't really see anything, do you? So the fact that you got to see a few lions, see them being fed, see a giraffe. I've been before for a number of hours and we saw nothing. So
yeah, we got lucky there, I think, really, in terms of that, and so that was good crack. And then we had obviously other things, the boys going to the mall. Some boys just wanted to chill out, go a bit of shopping, get some food. I think you jumped on that when you landed, because you landed that day, so you did a bit of that. So yeah, I think so far so good. I think we've got a couple more weeks where we'll look to up the ante a bit on the entertainments and get the boys involved and have a bit of fun off field.
Wednesday, day off in between training. What will you look to do?
I will probably just relax that day, a bit of pool recovery.
Just depending on how the body is, yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, and probably just a bit of downtime, really, isn't it? Just cards, catch up with the family.
Talking about golf, have you decided what handicap you're going to play off while you're over here? Because I know you like to fluctuate and pick and choose.
So partnered with, mate.
Depending on whether the shafts are stiff or regular, or should we pick a handicap now? What you pick one handicap for the tour?
I'll go with 14. That's a nice even number. I think
You're at least a 12.
Well, it depends. If I'm partnered with Rhys Carey, I'm going to have to go a bit more because he's woeful. So
okay, so we're looking at 14s.
It depends how competitive, how much money you want to put on it.
Oh, okay, so the money changes what your handicap is.
Yeah, may do. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll make sure you're on my team then.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, mate. So I've got a few quick fire questions for you.
Go ahead then.
First one: what is your dream holiday destination?
Dream holiday? I'd love to go to Cuba. Yeah, I'll put it there, Cuba. What about yours?
For me,
Zena, mate.
I went to the Maldives for my honeymoon, so I was lucky I ticked that off. I did really enjoy that.
Boring,
but yeah, it depends how long you want to go there for, I think.
Everyone's done that honeymoon.
Yeah. Do you know where I'd love to go? Is Mexico.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Mexico now, so I'd say if I was going to pick one right now, I'd go Mexico.
Yeah.
Second question: what's your favourite hobby?
Favourite hobby? Golf's pretty up there. I do love my racing, to be fair. So I like I try and get to races as much as I can, whether that's a hobby. Obviously, I used to ride and stuff, but would never be allowed now.
Right. Favourite subject at school?
Wow, maths.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably the only one I was good at, really. Geography, pretty good at, in terms of like, well, I don't know, you know, like those silly little app games you can play with, like, you know every flag.
You love the flag, don't you?
I'm like pretty good at that game.
You're like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah, not quite that, but yeah, I'd be on that long.
You do have a weird obsession with flags.
Yeah, weird. And I got a weird memory of like people's number plates. So I don't know why. I can sort of just tell.
Creepy, mate.
I know, yeah, it's a bit creepy, but yeah, I don't know why. I can just, I know when I've
I
seen
like that. What is your favourite breakfast dish or food?
Favourite would just be my smashed avo with chilli and then a bit of poached egg.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
Nice crispy thin bacon on the side.
Yep.
I can do that pretty well myself, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you prefer to make it at home or do you like getting out?
I do like going out, but I do like sometimes, you know, just it's quite nice at home. Yeah, I do like it.
Okay, I know the answer to this question. What's your signature dish?
Oh, go on then, if you think you know.
Well, I'd more say I think I know what your favourite, say, dinner dish. It'd have to be gammon. It'd be a slice of gammon with like mash or something.
Yeah.
You could eat that, or
well, I had it every day in university.
To be fair, you and your partner Sarah could eat pasta every night too, couldn't you? You eat a lot of pasta.
Yeah, she makes a mean
she does, to be fair. Would it be either pasta or the gammon?
I'd go for pasta. I've had gammon. Like, it was the only thing I could afford in uni. I'd just buy a big, massive plonk of it, cook it, and that'd be me for the week.
For the week. Yeah, fair enough.
Like 20 spuds, mashed potato, that'd be me.
So the spuds were your carbs and just smash some gammon.
That's all I could afford, mate.
All right. I like that. All right. Would you ever go on Strictly?
I don't know if I got hips for that. I don't think my missus would let me, in terms of you hear about all the.
To be fair, I've seen your dance moves. I don't think they'd go on TV.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe if the cash was right, it'd get you there, wouldn't it?
Oh, no comment on that.
Okay, we'll leave that one. We'll move on. Would you rather travel to the past or the future?
I go future.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
You?
Yep, I think so. Any particular reasons why?
I haven't got any regrets, so I'm not really too worried about what I've done. And
the only thing I can think of why I'd go the future is I'd try and find out what the next big investment craze is and get in the early doors.
Or maybe I could go past and then I'd put a ton of money on Bitcoin and then I know when to sell it.
Jump on Apple while it was first created back in the 80s?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is your last Google search?
Oh, we were chatting about it at lunch, actually, weirdly. It was like, I was trying to find this theme tune to this really weird, scary movie. I don't know why, but it was very random.
Mine was actually, I was trying to Google search the golf courses around here.
That's you every day, mate.
Trying to look at what's going on for potentially Wednesday or next weekend. So just trying to get, the lay of the land. And
doesn't trust entertainment committees with the golf courses.
All right, this is a good one. What is your favourite memory in a Wales shirt?
Favourite memory? I got loads up back before I had kids, but I think probably playing that Fiji game from not playing for Wales for so long.
They were top England.
Yeah, they're like the top my rugby moments, but in terms of like having my little boy there at the game, I hadn't played for Wales for 5 years, obviously what happened and whatnot, and then coming back and then fighting for that jersey and getting a chance to play again, that was quite a cool feeling, really. In terms of,
did you think you were a lot different playing, Fiji 5 years later? A lot in your life's changed compared to, obviously what you'd been through and playing tests before that, like in a different headspace. Yeah,
you're sort of playing for different reasons, aren't you? I think when I was younger, it was all me, sort of selfish. I was always thinking about how I could, I was quite a young guy then. You sort of enjoy, I guess, the achievements you make, but when you're with your family, when you've got family and kids and whatnot, I think you're sort of playing for them, really, and that was who.
Do you think that helped you relax a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. Probably.
Yeah, I'd vouch for that.
We got Gareth Tom's just joining.
Gareth's going to do something on camera. Gareth, can you do that again, please?
Look at
that. I think that's fair enough.
I think that'd be one of them. I think I've got other great moments. With the England Grand Slams and what games and the Lions tours and
Apart from the Fiji game, what would be your most standout moment in the Principality?
Yeah, that England game, I think the 33, knowing that we had to win by 9 points and the pressure that was on like England, obviously, and then ourselves, and we just went out there and just played with a bit of freedom and done the job. But that'd be up there in terms of my rugby moment. I think. Have you got one? Obviously,
I think mine's
kicking every goal.
No, mine would be pretty easy. I think obviously the slam in 19, the way the day went, and I think they'll stick in my rugby memory for as long as I live. I think weirdly, I think the way the conditions were, the rain, it was like a little party, and afterwards, and I remember walking around the stadium, the pitch with the boys, and the fact that it was still so wet, but 80,000 people just did not move, and that was special. I think seeing just how much it actually meant to the fans. You actually sometimes forget. Obviously, we're always playing for ourselves, our families, and wanting to win, but you forget actually how much a win for Wales can change the weekend, can change everyone's morale. So that for me was definitely number one. So here's hoping we can repeat some of those moments the next 3 weeks.
Definitely.
So lastly, mate, obviously we've got 3 very tough tests coming up against Africa. First time they've played in front of a sold-out crowd, I think, in a couple of years. Obviously the Lions, they didn't get anyone. So what's your thoughts?
Play?
Pardon?
Do you reckon they're going to play?
We'll find out.
Hopefully, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the next couple of weeks? Obviously, the training week. How do you think it's how it's going to go and
it's
what
tough,
we do?
We obviously we got together quite early, really, considering over obviously the past tours I've done, we've finished the season and we've gone straight in to a summer tour. So playing in July is a bit different, isn't it? So we've had a bit of time together, haven't we? A lot competition's really up there, I think, in terms of boys. Everyone's fit. We're looking for a sold-out stadium in Pretoria. It's going to be bouncing, very hostile.
Have you played at Loftus before?
No, I'd love to play there. It'd be one of the bucket list sort of stadiums to play at, I think.
So you toured here in 2014?
Yeah, we toured. Yeah, we played in Durban.
So how did you find the crowds, and can you tell everyone, I suppose, the atmosphere, what it was like, how hostile it is?
I like that. It shows how passionate they are about rugby over here.
Yeah, they do seriously love their rugby, don't they? I think it's hard to sort of describe sometimes. I've only played Super Rugby games here, and then lately the URC, which only had little crowds, but previously Super Rugby games always sold out.
That's why I never mentioned about you winning that, by the way.
Just how hostile it is. They're certainly very passionate, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously they're very confident. Like you said, it's one of the biggest challenges, I think, in rugby, coming out here, 3 tests and getting a result. We were very, very close in 2014, and I would love to be part of a team to be that first team, to especially win out here. No one's won out here. Where
do you think, from experience in the game, will be won or loss, or where we need to be really good for the series to have some success?
Their game plan is pretty simple. Their brutality, kick chase is going to be massive. Funny enough, we were chatting about it in terms of their club teams don't really mirror what their national team do. So we've been asked a question a few times, haven't we, in terms of how's it like playing the South African club teams, but nothing. Obviously it's the typical physicality.
They play a fair bit looser, don't they? With their back three.
They like to throw it around a bit, and maybe with some of the new faces in, they may change it, but. Yeah, I think pretty much know what you're going to get with South Africa.
Yeah, you do, don't you? It's just a case of whether
a man challenge.
It is a case of whether you can stop it or not, really, isn't it? So I suppose we know what's coming, or we have a fair idea, but doesn't make it any easier trying to stop it, does it? So big men, very powerful, very strong. So we are looking forward to it. I think we will have a good training week, like you say. We have had the benefits of having a few weeks together, haven't we, already? So I think that hopefully holds us in good stead. We're a pretty fit group at the moment, so not too many niggles, which is nice. And I think hopefully these next couple of weeks in camp can bring everyone together, and we can do something pretty special. Anything to add?
Yeah, we're just looking forward to it as a group. I think we've sort of quietly gone about our business and training, and hopefully the boys can do it on Saturday.
Just a quick mention, how are you finding altitude?
I had a good breather today,
burns your throat, doesn't it? I think
a little bit.
Your lungs are tough, but it's this dryness in the air that just burns the back of your throat. And
yeah, it does, and that's probably why we came out a bit earlier, which is good. So
definitely the benefits of that.
Hopefully, obviously we're in the middle of their winter, and it
is a little bit colder. Look, I've never been here. It's lovely and sunny, which is nice, but you are shaking.
I'm shaking it. I'm pretty cold.
It is a little bit cold, a little bit nippy at night, which is new for us to experience, because I've only ever been here when it's been absolutely roasting. So I haven't seen it this cold before. So yeah.
yeah, cool. Looking forward to it.
All right, guys, that is episode 2 over. Much better than episode 1, I think we can all agree. Thank you for watching. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.